I'm the best person for this job. I can be able to represent myself.
Okay. Mr. Heidecker, I must advise you. There are many risks involved.
I understand, but there was no way I was going to continue with Mark. And I think this is the best course of action, so unless I would like to proceed with my own defense.
Okay.
It's my right. Again, I want to restate my innocence, that there's absolutely no evidence that will be presented in this case to indicate me as the guilty party. Let us just remember that I am a father. I'm actually a widower of I had a son who passed away, so I don't know if that's a widow, whatever that is, but he also went at the hand of this Dr. Sanchez. So we already have the murderer sort of in our midst, in our grasp. But Christopher Delgado is important to me. They're all important to me. Let me just set that back, strike that. We're all important, especially these 20. But Chris haunts me. Oh, I remember him. That's Chris Delgado. I had met Chris before the show, and he had come up to me. And he said, listen, I'm really excited about the show, and I'm excited to be here, but, and this is going to haunt me probably till the day I die. He said, if anything should happen to me today, and, I hope it doesn't, I want you to know, I want the world to know, I want San Bernardino, everybody to know that he said to me, you didn't do anything wrong today. You didn't cause any trouble. And that's, what a prophecy, right? Because how would he know that something bad would happen? Of course, Chris and the Delgado family have been wonderful. They've been very supportive.
Objection, Your Honor, stating a conclusion.
I can't object during an opening statement, but...
Actually, he can.
Okay.
Please proceed.
Under this circumstance, okay. Things up. What we have now is the opportunity to put this all behind us. No one's coming back. These kids aren't coming back. I got news for you. I got news for the parents. Nobody's coming back. Okay? They're gone. What happened, happened. But now... I'm trying to get the Tom Cruise Memorial Foundation, Arts Foundation, funding the Electric Sun 20 Music Foundation, okay? And my funds are frozen because of the charges against me. So I'm in a position now where I can't even give back to this wonderful community. I can't get the partnership with Guitar Center going, where we're giving out gift certificates to underprivileged kids so that we can get them getting laptops and them making beats. And then
what was in the vape pens that you guys gave away?
Just Chinese herbs that Tim and I pulled together a pretty powerful formula that used herbs that have been proven for thousands of years, and we got rid of some things that were trouble in the past, and we used some Cordyceps sinensis, which is a fungus that grows high in the mountains of Nepal. And it's when a spore comes and lands on the head of a caterpillar, and it kills the caterpillar and uses all the material in the caterpillar as fuel to grow the fungus. And that has spiritual properties that just open people to see their potential.
Oh, okay. Just anybody who came up and gave you the money, you handed them a vape pen, is that right?
We weren't really worried that how old they were.
Well, you should be worried. How many people do you think got carried away and put in an ambulance? How many do you think?
I don't know. Yeah, we didn't want to hurt anybody.
You didn't want to hurt anybody? Well, you did. One girl was 12 years old. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to have an attorney present before or during any question. If you cannot afford it, an attorney won't be appointed free of charge. You understand these rights I explained to you just now?
Yes.
Do you wait to further talk to me about what happened?
No, I'll wait for an attorney. What about Tim?
What about Tim? What do you want to know?
I mean, we were partners and we worked together on this.
You recognize this document?
Yes, this is a invoice from a chemical company in Shanghai that was invoiced, sent to and signed by Tim Heidecker.
Okay, what was the name of that company in Shanghai?
Purchase was of 5 kilograms of a chemical called DMMA 1.3 dimethylamine, also known as methylhexadenine.
Methylhexadenine.
Yes.
Quite a tongue twister there.
Yes, it is. It's,
Objection.
The tongue twister?
Is it a tongue
Overruled.
twister? Is it officially a tongue twister?
Overruled.
This is a check signed by Tim Heidecker.
The defendant, Tim Heidecker.
Yes, from the Tom Cruise Moral Arts Fund LLC. The amount of $3,687.60, which was the amount that the chemical company charged him for his 2 methamphetamine and dimethylamine.
And who
Was everything, did we see the full interrogation of Mr. Sanchez today here in the courtroom? Yes or no?
Not the full, no.
Okay. So may I ask what was removed? And this is this is evidence tampering. Let's just let the record state.
Objection, Your Honor. Foundation?
We,
Evidence tampering?
perhaps there's footage of Mr. Sanchez taking back everything he said?
Speculation?
Well, we don't know.
Mr. Heidecker, please refrain from speculation.
I'm asking the detective, is there footage on that tape that has been edited out which would exonerate me here today?
No,
And you're sure of that?
I'm very sure.
Okay. The question, is there the possibility, yes or no, that the Chinese are responsible for duping me and Mr. Sanchez?
Objection, Foundation.
Sustained.
Is there, did the Chinese dupe me and sell me a bill of goods?
Objection,
And
asked and answered.
Sustained.
is the county concerned, is the county not investigating the Chinese link here for reasons of PC, political correctness? Do we believe that there is what I'm calling the Chinese connection as a part of it? Because somebody sold me a bill of goods, if that's the case, which it's not.
Caffeine was in the blood systems, as well as methylhexadenine, formaldehyde, benzene, as well as mercuric compounds.
Understand. And were these chemicals found in the bloodstream of all 20 victims?
Yes, most.
Is it common to use a paper test if you're testing chemicals? For example, if the court will allow, I take a piece of paper and I don't know. Let's say I have a cup of coffee. This is coffee. See that? Jury can see. This is just brewed coffee here from the courthouse. And say I dip it in like this. Is that going to make a chemical reaction? Is that going to tell me anything that I need to know about the chemical makeup of this coffee? For example, is that going to tell me if this is caffeinated or decaffeinated coffee? Because, look it changes the color, but not much.
If that were a drug testing strip, it would indicate if drugs were in your coffee, yes.
Okay. Let me just make sure that the jury understands this. This Sean Levin right here had taken, you said it yourself, what was it?
He passed away due to a heroin overdose.
Passed away due to a heroin overdose. So is it fair to get this off? So is it fair to now state that no one is responsible for Mr. Levin's death except his own choices and whoever sold him the heroin that he ingested before coming to my festival?
Sir, I'm just here to give you the toxicology report.
Can you just answer my question?
I just did.
Objection, badgering the witness.
Sustained.
Well, we can all agree that Sean Levin does not belong on the board.
And Mr. Turkington, can you just tell us a little bit about your background?
Yeah, I co-host and sort of the resident expert on a show called On Cinema at the Cinema.
Objection. He is not a host. He's a guest. On the
Well,
show.
co-host and resident expert.
In
And
the
then,
world, you will have the opportunity to cross-examine Mr. Heidecker.
Fair enough. He's committing perjury. Is my only.
Mr.
And then I play the
Turkington, how
master of
many
codes on
episodes have
Decker.
you did? Tim Heidecker ever appear on Cinema at the Cinema with Luther Sanchez?
a lot. And those were the worst rated episodes because he started taking a show where people would tune in to get movie information and putting Dr. San on to give medical information, which is not what the viewers wanted. And also, that would cut out segments that I was producing that people were actually interested in. And you would see the ratings just plummet because we got away from the movies.
Basically, me and the good doctor, San, and I have developed this very special blend of what I'm calling the TCH vape system in honor of my dearly departed. And we're going to be giving away as much as we can this weekend. So if you come to the music festival, you'll be getting a free TCH vape system kit. Sets you up with the beautiful machine here and the preloaded and USB cable.
And then we had a movie theater that I was curating and programming and managing and doing everything. And he would come in and take the money out of the cash register to get more drugs or whatever. And then he eventually burned the theater down, which you probably saw in the news locally in Victorville. And he burned it down to get more insurance money. It was a case of arson. We had a Meg Ryan festival.
And you don't have any formal degrees
Well,
from.
I think
excuse me.
in the Guinness
Excuse
Book
me.
of World Records is pretty formal.
Objection, Your Honor. He asked the witness a question the witness is trying to answer.
He's interrupting me, Your
Please-
Honor.
Please allow the witness to answer the question.
I am
Proceed.
trying,
Mr. Heidecker,
Mr. Sisnick. I'm trying to ask him a question. He interrupted me. That's on the
I
record.
was answering.
Well, can I
Mr.
restate the
Heidecker,
question?
you asked one question. He was in the process of responding to that question, and you asked another question.
Okay, I retract.
Remember my comments about decorum?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Well, I will be calling Mr. Turkington during my time to
Right.
present evidence because there's
I have more stories to tell.
As is your privilege.
some stuff you need to know about him that will, believe me,